Morning. Here we are. It's property finance Q&A time, and I'm up in the Midlands near Birmingham, ready for a big mentoring week. So it's from tomorrow onwards, full-on mentoring, 6 days of solid mentoring and training. Here with a cup of coffee this morning, actually, not tea, cup of coffee. But there we go. So it's Monday morning. It's about 8:30. So I just jump on, and you guys ask me some questions about property finance generally, and I'll answer it based on my 20 plus years experience of brokering every type of property finance. So, hey, got a question? Got something that's bugging you? Got something about property finance that's puzzling you? Don't know how that works and need my help? Well, then pop it in the chat box. Pop your question in there. And whether you're coming in through LinkedIn, through YouTube, or if one of my two Facebook pages, I'll answer the question. And then everyone else gets the benefit from the answer as well as the person that asked it. So how great is that? I'll give you a bit of a heads up on what I'm going to be doing this week, and also tell you a bit about what I was doing last week. Now, the highlight of last week, unquestionably, was the Property Investor Awards. So this is held once a year, usually at the end of November. It was slightly earlier this year, in the middle of November, and we were at the Park Lane in Hilton, central London. Is that Mayfair? I think it might be. And there was, I don't know what, 500-600 people there. Multiple awards, probably about 20 awards given out that night. And I had a table of 10 of the people, my ninja investors, the people that I've trained either recently or even longer ago. We had a nice spectrum of people there, people I've trained at any time in the last 10 years. I had a great evening. Networking, some fabulous networking, met some great people, was introduced to some great people, but hey, haven't told the highlight yet, have I? The best bit was one of my mentees, the fabulous Nilesh Rahi, got an award. He won an award. And he went up on stage in front of 500 or 600 people to collect the award. And what was the award for? You might be thinking, well, auction deal of the year. So from those people that submitted entries, and there are amazingly fewer than you might think. So people that actually submit an application for an award have a much better chance than you might think of winning. Now, that's what happened to Nilesh. You know, he actually got through the selection process. There were 3 finalists. There's usually between about 2 and 6 finalists who the judges think are of a suitable quality to go forward to be actually judged on the award. So the organisers filter out that the nominations and dismiss some of the ones that are not really of the right caliber. Some are, some aren't. And then the judges get to vote on the ones that are. It's all kept secret. The organisers, I mean, you might say, well, judges would know who won. Got no idea because it's all kept under wraps by the organisers. It's all remote judging on a secure portal, so all the judge knows is how they scored each of the candidates. So ask me how I know, because I'm a judge. And say, while I'm talking about the awards, put your question in there if you got one. If you got a question, give me a question, I'll answer it for you. So we rock up there, and and we know Nilesh is up for the award. So we're all sitting around the table, and of course, there's a little bit of nerves. Well, he's got a 1 in 3 chance of winning now because there's only 3 finalists, and you hope, of course, you hope, don't you? But well, if he's got a 1 in 3 chance of winning, he's got a 2 in 3 chance of not winning, hasn't he? And anyway, the presenters of the award, 2 of them, one's standing with the award, one's with the envelope with the winner's name, opens up the winner's name and announcing it, and it is Nilesh Rathi. Boy, we went crazy, didn't we? Of course we went crazy. How amazing is that? Now I'm going to be actually interviewing Nilesh. I haven't set it up yet, but we'll be interviewing him, and he'll share some stuff about how he made this work and how he made this happen. So, there you go. What an amazing weekend, and a certain amount of pride actually, because I got him on the Nilesh first training when we did my Ninja Vesta program workshop in 2016, so 9 years ago, and he's been away. He's been in some of my mentoring programs since then. He's been in the Ninja 100 Club. Incredibly successful person. He likes semi-commercial. That's okay. I don't tell you what sort of landlord to be. I just tell you how to finance it, so you grow to be the bigger landlord than you would have otherwise been by understanding finance. So, just really feeling very, very proud today that I kickstarted Nilesh on his way to achieving not only the success in property, the success in life, and now he's an award winner as well. So, Nilesh, if you're watching this live or the replay, massive congratulations, buddy. Massive congratulations. Really good. So we've got a question here. So we're going to pop this up. Ibrahim, hello, buddy. How you doing? So Ibrahim's jumped on board with me this autumn. Took you a little while to work out how to facilitate that, didn't it? So when you came to a 4-day workshop last month in October, there we are. Is it compulsory to finish a refurb before you apply for a change of use at either C3 to C4 or C3 to C2? I don't believe it is. I think you can. It's more a planning issue, and I'm not a player. Excuse me, I'm not a planning expert. I'm a finance expert. So I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a link to you coming in through Facebook, Ibrahim. Now you might have heard me mention this already, but I'm going to do it again and again. I'm going to do it for anyone else that's watching this. Let me go and find the group, the Facebook group that you need to be in, and put that question in there. Hang on just a minute. Let me go and find it. Now, planning is a planning geek community. Now, let me. I was going to do it that way, but I've actually not got the name of the group on that, so I'm going to do it a different way. Now, bear with me a minute. And hey, this is worth waiting for, because this will help. Here we are. I've got it this way. That's right. So I'm just cutting now and about to paste that group here. Now let's pop this into my chat box, which is down here. Pop that in and I'll pop it up on screen for you. There we go. So Ibrahim and anyone else that's got any planning questions at all, this is the group Planning Geek community. So facebook.com/groups/Planning Geek. Not sure whether the upper scale things there with the P and the G are relevant, but maybe try it both ways. That is a great place to put that question, Ibrahim. So pop your question on there, and you'll get someone that's more adept at the planning rules and regulations than me. So I'm going to leave that up there. And hey, anyone else watching this, either live or the replay, and you're thinking, yeah, I could do it with a resource to get some planning questions answered, this is your place, Planning Geek. It's also, hey, while we're talking about this, and while I'm promoting my good friend, buddy, and fellow Ninja 100 Club member, Ian Walmsley. Hi, Ian, if you ever get to watch this, let's put his website on as well, because this is an amazing website. This is it's up over up to over 500 pages now. Let's do this. Here we are. So we're going to put up planninggeek.co.uk for it. And if you've got any questions, and actually not just questions on planning, while I'm copying and pasting, see, talking and trying to do stuff as well, multitasking, you know, that's really difficult for us blokes. Do you know that? I'm amazed I'm doing it to this degree. Here we are. So let's also put this here. So here's a website. You've got a planning question, or you want to find out a bit of information. For example, I don't know what Article 4 restriction is, or anything like that. You know, use classes, what comes under Class E, commercial usage, whatever it is. I mean, hey, look, you know, if it runs to over 500 pages, it's a lot, isn't it? So there's going to be a lot of questions that you can get answered on there, just by looking and finding the information and doing a search facility. So there you go, planninggeek.co.uk. Remember, it's 2 G's, planninggeek.co.uk. Amazing. And hey, they've got planning consultants now dotted around the country. So if you want to engage a planning consultant, you can use a Planning Geek planning consultant. That's good. There you go. Ibrahim says, thank you. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Hey, got a question? We've half sorted Ibrahim's one out. We've certainly given him a pointer in the right direction of where to go. So what is it you want to know? What questions do you want to know? Got any questions this week? Maybe you haven't. Maybe you haven't. Maybe you haven't. Who knows? And hey, look, if you're thinking, well, I might not have a question now, but I don't want to have to wait right until next Monday before I get an answer to a question. It might pop up in the week. So what do? Here's what you do. You find my Recycle Your Cash group. Over 3,000 members in there. You can pop a question in there. That's what you do. Let me just share this. I'm doing a lot of sharing this morning, aren't I? Well, it's just one of those weeks, I guess. Here we go. There we are. Going facebook.com/groups/recycle your cash. So crack on and do that, and come and join us. And then you can ask a question any day of the week, and I'll answer it. Because that's what I do. Mentioned about BRR Boardrooms, actually. Run one in Bristol on Friday. That was good. Met some good people. And hey, these, now, just so you know, the last one of 2025 is going to be Thursday, the 27th of November. at the Heathrow Marriott, and you can book in by going down on there. Look, there it is. You can go there. BRRboardroom.com. I love these simple links, BRRboardroom.com. How much simpler could you get than that? You couldn't really, could you? There we are. I mean, you can do Bitly sort of stuff. I know there's these Bitly things, but they're awkward to remember, aren't they? Just like BRR Boardroom just flows off the tongue, really, doesn't it? So yeah. Now, what's proving really popular with these BRR boardrooms is the pre-event Zoom sessions. So on Monday the 24th, I think it is, I'm going to be doing an evening Zoom session, 7 to 9 p.m. And it will be a deal finder session. So those people that are booked onto the Thursday's BRR boardroom will see how easy it is to quickly find great BRR potential deals, literally in minutes, by using some filters that most people don't know about. On Rightmove and Zoopla, and it's free. Hey, and then on the Tuesday we'll do a deal clinic, so you can see. And I'll evaluate any BRR deals that you've got, and we can see where we go from there. There you go. So when you rock up on the Thursday, you've already had 4 hours of content, and you know what? People are absolutely loving it. They're saying this really makes the whole thing much clearer, and I really understand BRR. Plus, what we learn on the day, and we go from 9:30 until about 6. So, what's that? That's another 9 hours. So that's over 12 hours of really sort of focused training and explanation. Hey, book yourself on BRR.com. You can only have 10 places. Some are gone already, but there's some spaces left. Why don't you grab one? So that was last week. If you've got a question, I'm going to be going soon, so you need to be quick with your question. This week is going to be a light week for questions, I've got a feel, but then you never can tell, because sometimes I'm about to go and bang, 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 up pops some questions, and I like that unpredictability. I do. I like that. What do we say? Yep. So tomorrow in Sutton Coldfield, got Ninja Achievers. These are my top level mentees. They gave me some. We met a month ago, and they gave us some actions they could take within a 4-week period that would push their property business forward. So we're meeting up tomorrow and see how they got on. So we're holding them. I'm holding them to account as a group. We'll have our hot seat moment. Well, it's anything from 30 minutes to an hour, actually, depending on how much detail people have to discuss. But we'll be doing that, and we'll have a guest expert coming along to give us a 90-minute tutorial. And then I run 2 of these meetings concurrently. So tomorrow's group started in April. Wednesday's group just started last month. So I'll be keen to see what they've been up to in their first month of the 12 months. So we're doing that. And then that's then I moved down to Stratford-on-Avon, down at the Crown Plaza Hotel, where we've got a 4-day workshop. It's the last one. I do 4 of these a year now. 2 in Birmingham-ish. Birmingham, I say Birmingham, well, bit of poetic license there, because Stratford's not really Birmingham, but it's Midlands, I guess you'd say. And then I do 1 in London as well. 2 in the spring, 2 in the autumn. This is the last one. Won't be doing another one until March 2026. And hey, look, then look, we get to this time of year, don't we? We're pushing. Well, we're mid-November, pushing towards the end of the year, and it's a reflective time, isn't it? It's a reflective time. What have we done this year? What have we tried? What could we have done but we didn't do? What did we try? What worked well? What didn't work well? And I like to sit down, usually in a December, and analyse, reevaluate the year. What wins did I have? What losses did I have? And it's always a therapeutic process, and I'll be doing that early December, and I'll probably jump on one of these and actually tell you what, give you some idea on how my year's gone in terms of my mentoring business. What initiatives have I tried? Did they work? What did I try? It didn't work. Well, there you go. We'll see. But a bit of reflection is always good, certainly at the end of the year. And, you know, I've already pretty much mapped out what next year looks like for me. Yeah, there you go. Maybe you do the same. Maybe you do that in your property business too. Do you do that? Do you sit there at the end of the year and say, okay, let's take stock of the year. What do we do differently? How do we try and push our business forward? There we are. So a little bit reflective there. I think we're about done for the day, so I'm going to go. Busy week. So hey, we'll catch you all next week. And remember, if you want to be part of the last BRR Boardroom of 2025 on Thursday, the 27th of November at the Marriott Hilton. No, not the Marriott Hilton. The Marriott Hotel in Heathrow. There you go. BRRBoardroom.com. Book yourself in. See you there. And remember, we got 2 pre-event Zoom sessions. There you go. Good. Have a great week. See you soon.